You've heard it said so many times before, it's a small world, and you would never believe the people we've bumped into here in San Francisco. In fact, I'm not very far away from a pier where we found a fellow who lives in San Francisco who is from New Bern, North Carolina.
Traveling artist, out here making a living painting.
Where are you from, Mark?
New Bern, North Carolina. Today I'm painting scenes of the Embarcadero. You know where my heart's at. It's Cam all day long, right? Hey, when I moved to Chicago, the Sox won the World Series. When I moved back to Chicago, Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. And when I moved to San Francisco, the Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl.
And that's not the only amazing encounter we had just today. In fact, we bumped into a fellow who's a Carolina Panthers fan, and he flew in from London, England.
I first got to get into it. My background's rugby, so there's quite a lot of crossover between American football and rugby back in the UK. It's similar sort of built players and the big hits and the contacts and stuff like that. So it's always been, it's always been there. But the coverage back in the UK now is superb. The last 10 years, it's been unbelievable. So we have games, 4 games on a week, shown live on TV. So it's very easy for fans to get into it.
We met John Murray on one of the double-decker buses we were riding today to tour the city, and he told us he's rooting for the Panthers because he is simply a fan of Cam Newton. Called him a very special player. All right, so over at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, crews keeping up with the transformation of the stadium for Super Bowl 50, the golden anniversary of the biggest event in the world. It's a place many Panthers fans are wishing they could be come Sunday, but at least you saved yourself thousands of dollars. And let me tell you, stuff's expensive right about now. $31 we paid for parking yesterday. Inside Levi's Stadium, still tons of work to be done. The scoreboard's been tested. Looks like it's working fine. You might have seen stories about 2 end zones, both painted with Bronco logos. How disrespectful. But yes, it happened. No one would talk about it, but the Panthers black and blue did eventually get put in the correct end zone. The sights, the sounds, the media, the hype out here in the Bay Area, the Super Bowl madness is pulling players in all sorts of directions, and some of them not good directions. Let's just be real here. Broncos reserve Ryan Murphy, in fact, was sent home. I said sent home on Tuesday after he was questioned by police in a prostitution ring in San Jose. Panthers radio analyst Eugene Robinson knows firsthand about some of the pitfalls of playing in a Super Bowl and all the distractions. In 1999, you might remember he got arrested before the Super Bowl when he played for the Atlanta Falcons. And before Carolina, the Panthers flew out west here, he had some advice that he wanted to share with the players.
Just kind of told him how I lost my way and how it's so easy to get so distracted. And because of that distraction, I think it cost us. You forget what you're there for. And it's so easy to do.
Yeah, his words left quite the impression. I mean, it really soaked in, and the Panthers, the players, plan to carry that message through the Super Bowl.
You got to remember, it's not about just getting to the Super Bowl. It's about winning it. And that was his important message.
Have fun, enjoy this moment, but understand why you're here. You're not here to go to the beach. You're not here to go to the parties. You're here to win a football game.
Yeah, Panthers coach Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron, says the players really willing to take ownership and admit to each other that they're really all leaders. It's not just up to a few guys. The Panthers are saying they know they've got to stay focused through Super Bowl Sunday, and that means right now all the way up to the big game, but that doesn't mean these guys aren't having the time of their lives. They are having a great time. They've been loose all year, which is probably one of their strengths. And the Panthers social media team has been on fire sharing all the fun these fellas have been having all week. We're going to show you some of it right now, in fact. This is media night on Monday. Panthers players getting to dab with Miss Universe. Oh, boy. Check this out, though. No mask can hide the awesomeness of Josh Norman playing a Mexican wrestler. No, he is not. What's the name of that really bad movie? Nacho Libre. Greg Olsen, though, stopping to snap a selfie with teammates and all the Super Bowl madness. He's got that grizzly beard working. He's grown it all season. That's a lucky charm. Luke Kuechly not doing the beard. He's just growing his hair. Could you say afro? Maybe so. And how about this? Panthers players laughing, gaming together, playing Madden. And I'll give you one guess as to who they're playing as, what team. One of our own suiting up for the enemy on Sunday. Yes. But that has not disqualified him as a hometown hero. Josh Bush is his name. He started out as a West Davidson Dragon before he went to Wake and became an All-American safety. He's now a backup safety for our Super Bowl foe, the Denver Broncos. But spend a little time with his high school coach and you'll be a fan of Josh. Coach Dale Barnes told me Josh was not just an outstanding player, but a phenomenal teammate who knew exactly what to say to his comrades on the field. He played quarterback, wide receiver, and safety. Even played several games with a torn ACL, no surgery, just a knee brace. And that's why Josh's number 5 hangs on the school wall.
Now number 5's out. No telling when it'll come back. We don't know if it will, don't know if it won't. We don't need it right now. We got other numbers. It's really cool. So we want to find a way to put this in front of the students at West Davidson and allow them to walk in here every day they come into lunch.
And Josh offered Coach Barnes a ticket, said he'd come out, he didn't get him in the game if he came out here. Coach Barnes actually turned it down, but of course he will be watching. And as he told me, as a Carolina Panthers fan, no matter who wins, he's going to be happy. If Josh wins, he'll be happy as well. Certainly, your Panthers thinking only win right now. And sports anchor Liz Crawford is on top of all the preparations before kickoff on Sunday.
Yeah, well, Frank, the Carolina Panthers have had...
But a lot of people actually don't even know how it got started.
Yeah, that all too familiar phrase, keep pounding, never wears off. It's used to honor the late Sam Mills, a former Panthers player and coach, phenomenal man. In fact, Mills used the phrase keep pounding when he was coaching the Panthers, and he was taking on an emotional speech, giving that speech before a playoff game in 2004. He was talking about dedication to the team, commitment, and never giving up. The mantra now, keep pounding, bigger than ever, and it even encourages cancer patients and survivors to overcome obstacles.
It's a simple mantra that, you know, has a life of its own, and for us, it's a mentality, it's a mindset, it's a way of life. You know, it's just not 2 words that, you know, that we wear on the inside of our jerseys.
Just keep grinding, you know, even when it's going bad for you, just stay focused, stay on the path to where you want to get to, you know, don't let anything derail you off the track of where you're trying to get to.
It's a mentality that you're going to bring each and every day. You're going to finish, no matter what the circumstances are. You're going to put yourself as well as others in the best situation to keep fighting. It's just not 2 words to us as an organization. It's a way of life. You know, and we've had so many people that displayed that throughout this year. And, you know, hopefully, you know, we got one more game left that we're going to, you know, keep seeing people demonstrate, you know, that mantra, you know, during the game.
And true to the sentiment of keep pounding, they don't want to stop pounding until the Super Bowl is over. And in that Super Bowl, they're going to don the all-black jerseys. And they look real good. Look at these things. They've got the nice Super Bowl 50 logo on them now on that left shoulder. Why black? In even numbered years, the AFC has the honor to select the jersey color for the Super Bowl, so Denver decided to go with all white. So the Panthers, don't get afraid. They're 0-2 all-time in the playoffs when they wear all black, but don't let those numbers scare you. This season, the Panthers, during the regular season, 6-0. When they're playing in the black jerseys. So that should give you some peace. Now, for seasoned Panther veteran Jerricho Cotchery, this is his first taste of Super Bowl mania. He's been playing for a while. WFNY News 2's Liz Crawford, sports anchor here, joining me now. And Liz, Cotchery is pumped to be here with his guys.
Yeah, you know, Frank, I'll be the first one to tell you, even if you weren't born in North Carolina, our state kind of has a way of making you feel at home, right?
Oh, yeah, you soak it all in and you push it right back out.
You feel like you've been there forever. And Jerry...
We want to turn the clock back 30 years on a former Panther turned Panthers coach. Check him out. This young man is like most kids. They love sports, right? But proud parents, these pictures probably look like some of the photos you have saved in your phone, right? Well, this is not your everyday kid. This is the Triad Zone Ricky Proehl before he went to Wake Forest University, before the NFL, and before he became a Panthers coach. Frank got his hands on those priceless pictures from Ricky's mom, Vicki Proehl.
In her first ever TV interview, Mama Proehl told me a phenomenal story about how Ricky knew he would go pro in middle school.
What do you want?
Mama Proehl.
Oh, God, you look so different.
Is mom to all.
I'm like the mom or the grandma because they want snacks and I don't let them have more than they should.
The matriarch of Prolific Park.
He asked me and I was glad to do it to help out.
But first, mom to Panthers wide receivers coach Ricky Proehl.
Even before he could read, he'd look at a picture and be able to put it together. And I said, well, maybe someday you'll be an architect. And see, I was wrong there.
For years, she watched the making of a future pro.
Well, he was always involved in sports.
From soccer in elementary school to high school football, and eventually a rookie with the Cardinals in the NFL. America knows Ricky best for his dramatic game-winning touchdown that launched the Rams into the Super Bowl.
We loved every moment. We just jumped and partied afterwards and celebrated.
Of course, we know him as a playmaker for the Panthers.
You made me better as a man. Husband, father, look up to you, one of the best. Your friend, Steve Smith. Well, they still keep in touch. You are special, Coach Vermeil. Yeah, that was the championship game.
He made the cover of ESPN the magazine.
But they didn't include Ricky, and the players told him that they would not do it unless he was on the cover with them.
But Ricky never underestimated himself.
This goes back to when he was in middle school. In 10 years, I hope to be a professional football player. And in 20 years, I hope to be a successful businessman. And it was folded up in his desk. And one of his teachers found it when he was playing football and sent it to him.
A two-time Super Bowl champ, family man, and always his mother's child.
I love him, of course, and I'm proud of the man that he's become. I'm proud of what he's done for the community, even before football.
So Ricky Proehl won his Super Bowls with the Rams in 1999, all right, the greatest show on turf, and in 2006 with the Indianapolis Colts. The quarterback for that team, Broncos' current quarterback, Peyton Manning. There is a 6th degree of separation for anything, it seems. So WFAY News 2, our team is here dedicated for all things Super Bowl. We are on top of things all day long on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Myself, Liz Crawford, Chad Silver, even our photographers showing you things that are happening here. Track us with the hashtag pounding, Panthers pounding on 2. We'll be right back.
Frank and Liz, I'm so happy that you're able to explore my home state and all of its yumminess.
Yes, wonder. When in Rome. Liz is supposed to wait, but she's already started. Anyway,
I couldn't wait.
She's been running around a little more than I have. I've been working somewhat hard. She's been just gunning and running here.
Well, the NFL has that strict schedule, so yes, we've been following the Panthers.
Yeah, you've been doing your thing.
Yeah.
So this is the clam chowder, and it's in what they call San Francisco sourdough bread, okay? So this is specific to San Francisco. Let me reveal. I'll put some oyster crackers in there. This is from behind us. There's Sabella and Latorre right behind us. I had this the other night. So I'm going to let you taste, and you tell me what you think.
It's delicious.
You've already started, so
I mean,
you know it's good.
Yeah, it's
And you
delicious.
didn't do oyster crackers.
Mm-mm. You don't need it.
Oh, my God. So creamy.
It's so good.
And listen, I've been to Boston. I've done that. I've seen that. I would put this above Boston.
It's just the consistency is perfect. And how about this? The best is they give you the piece of the bread, you know, because it's a bread bowl. So you just
dip
go,
that bad boy in
you
there.
just dip.
And you get it done.
This is a full meal.
Well, we've got more work to do after this is over, Jewel.
You enjoy
It focuses
every
on this.
morsel of it. So glad you finally got the bread bowl. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Wish you were here.
Oh, wish I was there too. Enjoy, guys. Good night from Greensboro and California, and go Panthers.